recognized symbol of excellence for your entertainment.
Hey, what's this I hear about you're wanting to do a rainbow song?
Oh, yeah. Well, I just dig songs about rainbows.
Oh, good.
I sent you a list.
Welcome to Machino Music, the show that puts the music in Machino music, with your host, me, Brett Strong. Today on Machino Music, it's Top 10 Songs, Blondie, my 10 favorite songs by Blondie. Okay, here we go. Blondie, Top 10 Songs, my 10 favorite songs by Blondie, one of my all-time favorite bands. Got this cool Blondie shirt on. Look at that. Direct from New York City, 1977. Yeah. Love Blondie. Did the Blondie album ranking. Actually, one of our first episodes of this program to actually do quite well. And then from there, everything just went swirling down the toilet. But that's okay. We're soldiering on, and I'm really excited with this top 10 songs. Because as I said, fluffs. Because as I said, Blondie's one of my all-time favorite bands. I got so many great songs, and I did my best to pick my 10. And if you don't hear your favorite song, that's perfectly okay. These are my 10 favorites, and this is kind of a tough one to put together. But let's get right into it here. Coming in at number 10, from the Hunter album, 1982, War Child. Just an awesome song. Probably the best song on the Hunter album. Because the Hunter was it was their last album for a really long time. They were just kind of falling apart. Debbie was needed to go solo. And so it was just, kind of just didn't do very well for the band. But, War Child is just fantastic. And it just got synthesizers on it, and it's just sort of about the time, there were wars going on in the 80s. It was there was stuff like Cambodia, the Middle East, and all this stuff was kind of going on, and it's just sort of about living in that time. Putting yourself as a war child in the 80s. You can probably write a song now, calling yourself a war child. Still holds up. Yeah, great tune. Love War Child. All right, next, number 9. From Plastic Letters, 1977. Probably my favorite Blondie album. That's what I ranked as my favorite Blondie album. I just love that album. I didn't have the nerve to say no. This is it's just a great song. I love the energy on it. And with a lot of Blondie songs, there's actually kind of deeper meaning to kind of these fun, upbeat songs. And a lot of their songs, actually, they're love songs, but they almost kind of feel like anti-love songs. And this song is about a woman who's, that time of the month. And, some guys badgering her to hey, let's go have some fun. Let's get it on here. And she's like, she's having some trouble here. The menstrual pains are so immense, but she can't say no. So it's one of those songs. It's got a sense of humor to it. They're having a little bit of fun. That's the thing. There's Blondie has a great sense of humor throughout all their songs, even if they do have sort of this deeper meaning. And that, it doesn't get any deeper than that. But yeah, Love didn't have a certain nerve to say no. Great energy, and it's just a great, really cool song. Coming in at number 8, from the most recent album, from 2017, Pollinator, the song Too Much. Now Pollinator is a great album. It's a great return to form. There's so many great songs on it. One song I actually almost put on this list, I could have made it, honorable mention here, the song Doom or Destiny. which is a duet between Debbie Harry and Joan Jett. I mean, that's just the coming together for the ages. I mean, the two most badass rock women, Debbie and Joan, together on a song. That is fantastic. So, but I really, Too Much is just such a great pop song. I mean, it's a classic. It's new wave for right now. It's modern day new wave. And it was written by two new members of the band, Matt Katz-Bowen and his wife, Laurel. And Matt Katz-Bowen is the new keyboard player for the band. He's doing his best Jimmy Destry. So, and he fills in pretty well. And he wrote this great tune. This is a great song. And again, I gotta say, whenever I talk about Blondie, Clem Burke, fantastic drummer, one of my all-time favorite rock drummers. The guy is just drumming like a son of a bitch on this song. Just love it. So good. Yeah, Too Much, great song. Next up, from the debut from 1976, the self-titled Blondie album, Kung Fu Girls. Just another just kind of fun, sense of humor type of songs. It's like a fight songs. Aggressive Debbie. Love that aggressive Debbie. There's no better Debbie Harry than aggressive Debbie Harry. And it's a fantastic tune. Kind of been similar to Rip Her to Shreds, which actually almost made my list. Just kind of got edged out by Too Much, actually. And also I thought, I already have Kung Fu Girls, so we kind of had to kind of move things around. And yeah, Kung Fu Girls just had to make the cut. So yeah, Kung Fu Girls, so great, love it. Number 6 from the Parallel Lines album, 1978. We have 11:59. That was a great song. I always thought it could be like a great New Year's Eve song. It's 11:59. The ball's about to drop. It's about to be the new year. Kind of one of those songs. That's kind of the vibe it always gave me. It's a real New York song. New York, 1970s New York song. Because you didn't want to be out after midnight in 1970s New York City. I mean, because you'll probably get murdered. So that's what this song is kind of saying. And it was actually once a answer on Jeopardy. And nobody got it. I got it, of course, because, I have no life. But, it's just interesting that, it actually made it onto Jeopardy. Which is like the pinnacle of pop culture success if you make it onto Jeopardy. Coming in number 5. Also from Parallel Lines, which is actually just a perfect album. I could take any song. I could make the whole list Parallel Lines songs, but that would be too easy. But I had to go with the biggest hit, Heart of Glass. It's just such a great song. It's a song I never get tired of. I can hear it over and over again, and I just love it. It's a great tune. And the original version I actually really like too. The original version kind of had a bit of like a reggae vibes, more of a rock tune, like had a bit of that punk energy, and it was just a totally different song than what it became when it was just called Once I Had a Love, the disco song. And then he realized, well, just make it into a disco tune, and it became huge. It was just one of those, it's just so well produced. It's just a well produced song, sounds great, and sarcastic, funny lyrics. Got a little bit of aggressive Debbie. We also get sensual Debbie. It's just, it's so good. And actually, when I saw Blondie live, they were doing the entire Parallel Lines album in its entirety. This goes to show you just how popular this album is and how popular the song is. It was a casino crowd. And casino crowds suck. They don't really want to be there. A lot of them get free tickets. They don't care about the band. They just want to, hit the tables. They want to hit the slot machines. They just go see a show like, oh, let's see what this is all about. They maybe know one song. So, the show starts, they get to Heart of Glass, and then, everybody's up, okay, they get up, and then they still got the rest of the album to go, but half the people just screwed off. They just got the hell out of there. It's like, what is this? Like, why come to hear one song? Like, it's just ridiculous. Now, Blondie, Heart of Glass is that song, but it's just like, come on. It's so stupid. I also heard that people were complaining that the Clem Burke's drums were too loud. Clem Burke is a basher, but that sounds great. If you're actually like a fan of music, you would just like, wow, this is awesome. I love the sound of this. But no, I come to hear one song and I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, okay, fine. Get the hell out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. And like, some people. That's my little rant for today. But yeah, Heart of Glass, fantastic tune. Love it. Had to put it on my list. Even though it is a little obvious. Next up at number 4. Again from Parallel Lines. Put the entire Parallel Lines album. Another one I had to put, Sunday Girl. Just love the vibe on the tune. It's just such a great song. It's just Chris Stein, great songwriter. Him and Debbie together just wrote some fantastic poppy, just fun songs that had deeper meanings. But that's the thing with Blondie songs. They would have deeper meanings, but they're kind of disguised by this fun, poppy energy. And that's what makes them such a great band. So yeah, gotta have Sunday Girl, love it. Coming in at number 3. Just damn it. I got Doom or Destiny stuck in my head now. That should probably be on the list now. It's stuck in my head for real. Such a fantastic tune. That's an honorable mention. I just put my honorable mentions right now. Doom or Destiny. Fantastic tune because it's stuck in my head now. But anyway, coming in number 3, from the debut, 1976, Attack of the Giant Ants. This is just a totally bizarre song, and a song Blondie never did anything like ever again. It has her sense of humor. They kept the sense of humor, but this type of song is just really out there. Has all these different changes. And it's about a bee monster movie, like an attack of giant ants. Giant Ants from Space is kind of another title people know it as. That's the opening line. Debbie singing in this very urgent manner, saying Giant Ants from Space. Yeah, it's just a totally weird song, and in the middle it has these sound effects that's like a scene right out of a bee monster movie. You hear the roaring of you could assume a giant ant, which sounds like a Godzilla type monster. You hear cars crashing and sirens going off. It's just like, wow, it's completely insane. And then it starts back, and then at the end goes to another change, and it just has like a party going on. Classic disaster movie. Life goes on around until the giant monster comes and steps on all these people who are just enjoying themselves. Yeah, it's just a really bizarre song, a lot of fun, and I just love it. You just the way I explained it, it sounds like a completely insane song. So yeah, Attack of the Giant Ants, number 3. We're in the top 2, everybody. Okay, coming in at number 2. From Plastic Letters, 1977, my favorite Blondie album. The opening track, Fan Mail. This song just starts like no music. That's like the first thing you hear. You put on the album. First thing you hear is Debbie coming in. I set my hand to writing you. Like, whoa, okay, here we go. And it's just a really cool song. It's like actually just about an obsessed fan. Not just about plain old like pen pal fan mail. Like, I'm gonna write you a nice letter because I'm a fan of yours. No, it's like this is like an obsessive fan. And it's written by Jimmy Destry. So kind of early on, like Blondie achieving some success. And And really, I mean, a lot of the success was Debbie. And the attention was on Debbie. Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to send fan mail to Debbie Harry? Guy, girl, whatever. I mean, she was just smoldering. And just an awesome, just badass, so cool. So yeah, and this song has that aggressive Debbie, has that signature aggression from her. But yeah, it's just a great tune. Not much more I can say about Fan Mail. Yeah, awesome tune. And now we get to number 1, my favorite Blondie song from the Eat to the Beat album right here. Dreaming. Dreaming is such a great tune. I mean, I just love everything about it. Another song, it was a big hit, but I never get tired of it. It's just got, like, I just love the energy on it, and the whole, just the lyrics, everything. It's just about, like, kind of getting caught up in your dreams. And, you know, because, you know, we're all dead. We all have dreams that we want to put, but it's kind of like, almost like a warning to not get caught up in your dreams. Because you'll just miss out on so many things. But yeah, it's just such a great, great tune. I love it. And it's again, an example of a Blondie song where there's like a deeper meaning hidden underneath this very upbeat pop tune. And again, Clem Burke drumming like a son of a bitch. He is just drumming up a storm. Just absolutely love it. And has that really cool video with just I just love the look of that video with the, there's just Blondie on stage. You know, there's those people behind them. It's kind of like it looks like a British show, like a Top of the Pops or something. But yeah, just love the look of the video. Just everything about it. Yeah, so Dreaming is my number 1. I mentioned a few honorable mentions throughout the list because, again, I still got Doom or Destiny stuck in my head. It's a fantastic tune. So that's definitely a honorable mention, as well as Rip Her to Shreds, which I also mentioned throughout this. But yeah, I mean, Blondie, one of my all-time favorite bands. They have so many great tunes, and I mean, I could just go on with Blondie tunes. But if you're a fan of Blondie, I hope you enjoyed this. That's it for this week. Until we meet again, this is Brett Strong saying good journey.